Hi, it's Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. How you doing? Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't signed up for my email list, it's a really good idea. I've got a really cool DVD coming out of 11 of my favorite staple recipes. And if you're on the email list, then you get a special deal on that. So check it out. Don't miss out. It's only good for like a week. Okay? Go to regenerateyourlife.org and sign up for the email list. You also get a free grocery shopping list. Pretty cool deal. So anyways, question of the day. This is a long question, so let's do it. Hey Dan, I've been watching your videos for a while now, and I think you and your message are great. Raw fruits and veggies are great. I'm an organic vegetable farmer and restaurant cook in a town. I love food. It's my passion. In fact, so much that it has consumed my life. I have learned a lot about nutrition and holistic health, but for many accumulated reasons, I continue to head down a path that is hurting my body and spirit. I am not nearly as happy as I could be. I overeat and binge and cancel out so much of the great food I eat. I cannot treat myself well consistently. I want to so bad, and I have tried cleansing for a fresh start on many occasions. Every time I make excuses and or fall back into my yo-yo routine pretty soon after. I have chronic constipation, gas, bloating, weight gain. I weigh more than ever, but thankfully my active lifestyle has probably saved my life. Uncontrollable bowel movements and bloody stools, especially recently. My social life is always hindered by my relationship with food. I don't go to the doctor because I know what is up. I am smart and knowledgeable, open to the energy in and around me. I just need to do what I know instead of get sucked into Babylon I have constructed. I wish I could cleanse and start fresh with the right spiritual path. I do great work with fermented vegetables, farming, and this city is full of healthy, beautiful people. Life is so incredible, and I am tired of being unhappy due to the way I treat myself. Sometimes I want to go on a retreat or live with someone like you to get on track with a smart and strong mentor. I almost went to your cleanse in California, but couldn't quite afford it. It always seems a bit silly. I've lost control of my own choices. I need to be strong again and love this one-of-a-kind life. Okay, so I will treat myself better tomorrow. It helps just to write you knowing that you are a healer who has been put here to help others. I'm also a biker around town, transportation from my farm and to travel, nothing fancy, old school, casual, but rugged. Okay, I love that you're touring across the country on fruit and veg. Good luck and stay safe. Good night. Okay, cool. My buddy, what's up, man? The B-Dog. I just randomly picked these out. This is a good question, and I appreciate you allowing me to help several people with this question. Love ourselves. You know, I always talk about that. Now, being in a restaurant business is going to be tough, especially when you're a cook. That's going to be really challenging. And the more that you taste and the more that you bite into, the more the body craves different types of foods. That's why mono diets are like the best. Whenever you taste something, your body craves a certain amount of that food. So the more busy that your food is, that's why it's so easy to go to gourmet restaurants or any restaurants, and they make it up for flavor, taste, and sensationalism. And if you're trying to be happy in this world, what you're trying to do is master the senses, which are generally shooting off in every different direction, wants everything in sight. Food, sex, entertainment, so on and so forth. And so as you simplify your life and have a desire to get closer to God and be happier, you don't have to call it God, the desire to be closer to the life energy, it gets more and more simple to let go of the things that continue to obstruct. So what you might want to consider is setting a high intention for your life, and then allow yourself to grow into that ideal. Now the thing about these destructive habits, one of the things that I've done over the years is to constantly saturate myself in positive fields of energy with DVDs from spiritual masters like Dr. David Hawkins. I watch Robert Morse's DVD on health over and over and over again. I would put my favorite one in organs and glands, and it's like 2 hours long, and I would just watch that and keep myself reminded, just like you all come to these videos every day to get reminded. I'm on the, I know what you mean though, bro, and that's why this message kind of hit me, because I'm going across the U.S. on fruits and veg, and I have not been able to live up to my ideal. Now, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and there's a Whole Foods about 5 miles away, which I just rode my bike to. And I went down to this juice bar, and I had her make me a lemon ginger blast. It took me about 2 hours for her to do it, because she had no idea, you know, what she was doing. But I waited, and I was sitting there with this Hare Krishna dude, and we were talking the God talk, and it was really cool. This brother was on fire and very peaceful. It was a nice encounter. And we ate some peaches that were vine ripened off the tree, and then now I just had about probably 3 or 4 pounds, 2 bags, but 3 or 4 pounds of like Rainier cherries. So I'm able to live up to my ideal today. But God knows what's going to happen. Well, yesterday was not my ideal. Yesterday was crappy cherries in the morning at this ghetto store. And then after that, it was a decent cantaloupe, which was locally grown. So it had some good flavor, and it was fresh and vital. But then after that, there was really nothing. So it was like 2 Subway iceberg lettuce salads. And then after that, I went to Whole Foods or this little store and got a little salad with some with these pistachio nuts. And I mean, I was just starving. It was the day after a 130-mile bike ride, and I just couldn't there was no consistency in my day yesterday, you know, which I like today. I can just go over to Whole Foods and this other place and get the consistency of the food that I want that really works for me, and I get to live to my ideal, where I have like a juice, a mono meal of peaches, and then a mono meal of cherries to carb up for tomorrow's run. But the point is I myself have been feeling kind of bad that I'm not able to live up to my ideal. But the thing is, my ideal, like a lot of you would think, God, Dan, if I could do that, you know, I'd be on top of the world. But each of us has our own, you know, next level. I've kind of sort of plateaued for a long time, and that's why here, I go there. Even my raw food friends, you know, get irritated. Like Chef B Live will be like, here, try this, bro. And I'm like, I gotta keep it legit, bro. You know, and I try to, I'm like, Dara calls it the ninja, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm more like trying to be like Jedi, you know, which is beyond ninja, which is like mono meals and like no salt and like no iceberg lettuce, you know. But you got to do what you got to do, and just like you got to do what you got to do, but you do your best. It's like one day you do really good because you got a Whole Foods down the street, and if you just eat 4 pounds of cherries, you're not going to want to eat nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But if you start getting into some cashew, you know, Thai dish raw with the cabbage and the noodles and the everything and the salt and the spices, and it just kind of, it's not lasered in on the pure vibrational essence of what you're trying to achieve, and then your senses kind of go swing. Like these Rainier cherries are so fresh and crisp and delicious that you can live up to your ideal because they're filling, energizing, and they do satisfy that need to eat. But there's different levels of satisfaction. There's this sensual vibration that is uncontrollable, and people go to restaurants and you just go out of control and eat everything in sight and feel terrible. So I'm always shooting myself for mono meals. I mean, to tell you the truth, bro, I wish I had all the answers for this kind of thing, but I just wanted to tap in right now, and I must be saying what you need to hear, because it's really about love. It's about self-love. It's about having an ideal and just constantly, persistently, never giving up. It's like if you have a mission in your heart to be as healthy, happy, radiant, and enlightened as you can, it's never going to leave you alone. I am cursed with the love of health and the expansion of my potential. I just want to do a good job. I wish I was smarter. I wish I was more, but you can't predict anything. And my mind is always trying to get me to worry about money and that I'm not good enough because I'm not setting a good enough example, like all the 80-10-10 people that are perfect, and I'm not that. So I feel bad, like, you know, like I'm not a very good life regenerator and all this stuff. I mean, I'm not perfect. And my mind attacks me all the time. And I've been feeling a lot of it lately, especially since I have not been able to live up to my ideal ever since I left Los Angeles, California, to right across this country, which food consciousness is only at the Whole Foods. And every once in a while you can find a local cantaloupe. But you can't take 8 local cantaloupes with you to ride through the day. So you get to the next town and it's a Subway iceberg with iceberg tomatoes and iceberg cucumbers where you gotta like peel the wax off the outside. You can only eat the inside of the cucumber, and all the nutrients are in the skin. And then, you know, the avocado is pretty good though, but you know. So everybody, what it is really just accepting ourselves and, you know, really contemplating what our ideal is. Really pure blood and really pure clarity and really healthy strength is going to come from the very simple, plain, easily digestible foods taken in an environment with peace. I love to eat alone. I love to eat in silence. I love to focus on what I'm doing, which is consuming and nourishing, and I got to do that today and I feel great. But yesterday I felt kind of crappy. But then again, I had just rode 130 miles and, you know, I'm still not quite fully restored yet. So I'm going to just chill out, probably rent a movie on YouTube here. Since I got free Wi-Fi, they have these free movie rentals. And just chill. Rest my legs, rest my arms, rest my back, rest my butt. And just keep on making these videos and just letting everybody know that in the end, all the knowledge in the world is meaningless unless it's just coming through the unconditional love, because it's the unconditional love that heals everything. So aside from the fruits and vegetables, which are key for fiber to keep your colon clean, simple food, just keep on thinking. Ask yourself, if you don't know what it is, ask, what is unconditional love and how do I arrive there? And just think unconditional love and feel it in your heart, and that will help you to give you strength to love yourself and continue on forever. Thank you. Peace.